In 1982, John Belushi died from an overdose of cocaine and heroin. Right before he died, he said, or at least I assume he did. Listen, kids, what I'm trying to say is drugs are bad. Or kinda bad. Sometimes good. Let me rephrase. Mixing drugs is bad. Some drugs on their own can be okay in moderation. The legal ones, obviously, YouTube. Let's take alcohol, the world's drug of choice. Alcohol can get you into 5 different phases. Buzzed, where your happiness level increases, and that 7 from across the room is quickly turning into an 8. Tipsy, which is like being in a bouncy house, except you don't feel like throwing up yet. This is also where all your social anxiety disappears. Sober you might be like, how do I approach that girl? But tipsy you is like, hey, I just want to let you know your tits look incredible. Lesbian. Drunk, where your levels of giving a fuck have reached an all-time low. This is also where you learn a lot about yourself. Are you an angry drunk who tries to fight other guys in order to mask his insecurities? Are you proud of me now, Dad? Or are you a happy drunk, where you go around telling your homies how much you appreciate them? Steve, I love you, man. Okay, I got it. No, I really love you. Hammered, where a sobriety test is beginning to look like the SATs. This is also where you start to reveal things about yourself that no one asked for. I once masturbated while looking at a box of animal crackers. Someone get this guy the away from me. Blackout, where you've lost all sense of reality and are no longer in control of your body. Think of it like Ratatouille. Someone's controlling your meat sack that has significantly less brain cells than you. Damn it, how do you pull the pants down? Shit. As long as you stay in stages 1 to 3, you'll probably have a good time. But it can be really easy to overdo it. You see, alcohol has a delayed effect, meaning when you drink something, it takes time to feel the full effects. Think of it like swimming with dolphins. Might feel good initially, but you'll regret it later. Get it off! Get it off! Getting high, on the other hand, has just 4 phases. Toasted, where all sensations are amped up. Music, sex, food. Flicking your friends in the nipples is just way more satisfying in this phase. Baked, or your cruising altitude, this is where you want to be when you get high. Everything is funny, food tastes delicious, titties seem even better. But there are a few downsides. Like multitasking is now impossible, and your short-term memory decides to call out sick. But whatever you do focus on is now the greatest thing in the world. Zooted, which is like slipping a surprise finger up the poop chute during sex. You got where you needed to be, but then you took it too far and ruined it. This is also where all the answers in the universe start to make sense, but you forget it almost as soon as you say it. Maybe heaven isn't real, and we're all just stardust-filled meatbags given enough rationality to realize our own mortality. Ooh, Hot Pockets are done. What was I talking about? And lastly, dead. I mean, not legally dead, but you're pretty close. Your IQ is now equivalent to your special needs cousin, except with more drool, and you're about as useful as a condom machine at the Vatican. Now, if you have any social obligations or need to go anywhere, it's good to stay between stages 1 and 2. However, it's almost impossible to overdose on THC, so even if you're in stage 3, you'll be alright in a few hours. So those are some of the basic phases of being high and drunk. However, combining the 2 phases throws all of them out of whack. Think of it like basic addition. For every phase of being high, add it to a phase of being drunk. So if you're tipsy and toasted, it's like being at least drunk. Or if you're drunk and baked, it's like moving instantly to blackout. Overall, drinking is probably the worst drug to combine with anything, because most drugs you're still in control of your body, even hallucinogens. Sure, you may see Super Mario stomp on a squirrel while on mushrooms, but for the most part, you're still in control. But when you're too drunk, Ratatouille gets you into some bad situations. Sure, we could do a backflip. So if you're gonna do illegal drugs, it's best to separate them and use them on different days. Or, just pull a John Belushi. Welcome to Smash or Pass, where I make inappropriate comments about women I never met and hope they never see it.
Streamer Edition.
Starting out with Pokimane? I've only seen Pokimane in 2 things. 1, where she pretends to do cocaine.
Are my lines good enough? I don't know if I'm good at this.
And 2, where she tweets this photo. This face makes more money than you'll ever see in your life. Now, both these things had me conflicted, because the cocaine thing makes me think she's willing to put dirty things in her body, but this tweet screams pretentious bitch. Plus, this picture looks like she's one dry dick away from having her meth for the evening. So, it's gonna be a pass for me. Next up, Amaranth. I'm pretty sure she has a learning disability. Like every time I hear her speak, I'm half expecting her to start nibbling on her hands. Now, if you like to spank it to the Special Olympics, you do you. But I'd rather smash someone that can take a piss without biting their tongue. Pass. Speaking of retarded, Lily Pichu. Now, I've never heard her speak and know nothing about her, but come on. Look at this pic and tell me she's not one chromosome too heavy. So it's gonna be a pass for me. Next up, Loser Fruit. Now, at first, she seems like your average cute gamer chick, but then I looked up her YouTube and she brought her boyfriend on stream. Like, bitch, what are you doing? You're not even top 200 in Fortnite. Simps only watch you because they think their tier 3 sub will get them a pity hand job at TwitchCon. So because of your poor business skills, it's gonna be a pass. Next up, Iron Mouse. What the waifu is that? 40-year-old pedos have really upped their game. I'm over here here thinking Mall Santa or Tickle Me Elmo cosplay is the best way to abduct kids? I never thought of playing off their hentai fantasies. It seems so simple now. Why waste your time joining a church and convincing 12-year-olds to take one for the Lord when you can just put Nezuko on a popsicle stick and have kids DM you their home address? I appreciate your craftiness, Iron Mouse, but all pedos should be hung at the gallows, so it's gonna be a pass from me. Next up, Kitty Plays. Well, not into trans people, so it's gonna be a pass. And don't give me that she was born a woman garbage. Look at that chin. That's a man's chin. I'm sorry, was a man's chin. Pass. Next up, Imaru? Imaru? I tried watching one of her YouTube videos and I couldn't make it past the intro.
Thank you.
What the fuck is up with that heart? That's horrible. Ignoring the fact it's super easy to make a heart with your hands, you couldn't do another take? You went with the one where you're fucking it up in the beginning? But my imperfections make me quirky. No, they make you lazy and a failure. Hard pass. Next up, Loya? Let's look up her YouTube channel and under 10,000 views. Woo! This girl's in my league. But she's a redhead. Ew. It's nothing against them, but they don't have a soul and they're not getting into heaven, so sorry girl, it's gonna be a pass. Next up, Valkyrie. Now sure, her voice sounds like a baby being circumcised. It's the dumbest joke I've ever said. Oh, sorry, let me start over. Now sure, her voice sounds like a baby being circumcised, but you gotta respect her passion. Like she doesn't half-ass anything. She goes hard all the time. Like she reminds me of someone that'll grab your dick being like, we're doing this. Power bottom activated. Easy smash. Next up, it's Sheifu. I can't tell if she looks like every other Korean girl or if I'm racist. Wait, let's test this. Editor, put 10 other Koreans on screen. And she's gone. You know what? I'm still gonna smash. Because of all the pasty white people I know, Asians just seem exotic. Next up, Lulalavi. Let's watch a video of this girl.
We need half a tablespoon of lemon zest. Cream cheese, 6 ounces. That's 1, 2.
Is this bitch literally just making cookies on camera for content? God, I hate these talentless bitches. See, I respect women whoring themselves out for money. Like Autism Speaks Amaranth, showing off everything but a nip for subs. But bro, someone just baking cookies? No intro, no quips, just some bitch being like, hey, you guys want to see me iron some laundry? No! Hard pass. Next up, Just a Minx. Let's see what she looks like. Oh, fuck no. Purple hair is a massive red flag. And I should know, I did a video on the biggest red flags. Girls with vibrant hair colors are one daddy issue away from keying your car, so it's gonna be a pass. Next up, Cutie Cinderella. Proving you can blow your way to the top. Now, I'm sure she'd get real butthurt saying, I worked really hard to get where I am and it has nothing to do with who I'm sleeping with. Which we all know is bullshit, right? Like she could be the most talented streamer, but porking the biggest streamer on the planet didn't help a little? Really? If I was giving out hand jobs to Elon Musk for shoutouts on Twitter, do you not think I'd be a little more successful? And how are you gonna get angry when someone spanked it to deepfakes of you? Like girl, deepfake videos are like Demi Lovato overdosing. It's inevitable. So stop kink shaming me when I put on VR goggles and spank it to the face of Margot Robbie on the body of Elastigirl. Next up, Botez Live. Wow, she's banging. But ew, she's really good at chess. Oh, that's gonna be a deal breaker. How am I gonna slowly tear down your self-esteem till you start feeling so worthless that you think I'm the best you can do if you're smart? It's not possible. I need a broken girl who accepts emotional abuse because she feels like she deserves it. I have an extremely fragile male ego with unresolved insecurities and don't need some smart chick diagnosing me because in my mind, accepting help from anyone is a sign of weakness. So until she huffs some paint and lets me gaslight her, it's gonna be a pass for me. And lastly, we have Sweet Anita, a streamer with actual Tourette's.
I play Bioshock. I play with my dick on a Tuesday. Fuck you and Jesus. Fuck you. I don't fuck biscuits. I fuck the Queen. I've said the N-word as a tick occasionally, but it doesn't really come on my radar. It doesn't come on my tits either. Fuck you. So thank you ever so much to everyone who touched my cunt and fisted my kitten. I will fuck your friends, mate.
So to recap, she's cute, funny, and damaged? Boys, I think we got a winner. Alright, that feels like enough streamers for today. And to everyone watching this, please don't tweet this video out to all the streamers on this list. Most of them are busy making talentless reacting videos. They don't have time to watch anything with some substance. Besides, I wouldn't want to offend anyone on my channel, offending everybody. You know what you want to do. Oh, you want to push that subscribe button. Oh, push the button. Push the button.